Hello everyone, thanks for joining us yet again for a monthly video. This is the June, my goodness, halfway through the year already, monthly challenge discussion video to help you with your planning. And today we are very excited because we have the wonderful Casey from Semi Sane.
Hello.
And welcome back Sasha, one of our regular co-hosts. So today we actually had to hold off on doing this because we really wanted to get Casey, because Semi Sane have so many fantastic events that happen, and we thought it might be good to get a bit of in-depth knowledge about how they work and what's happening, and in particular one of them which I know is close to Casey's heart this month. So we'll discuss Semi Sane first, then we'll go to the Cross Stitches Daily 30, and then we'll finish off with a rundown of all the other monthly things that we know about that are happening. All right, take it away, Casey. What have we got first?
There is so much happening in Semi Sane this month. I'm looking through the list going.
Start with the easiest. Start with the easiest.
Easiest. June Focus Challenge. Same as all the previous months. Pick a whip. That is your focus whip. Do 1,000 stitches and post your progress every 1,000 stitches.
But make sure you have the code word on your beginning and your ending photo, because I haven't got it on my ending photo. I need to go and rectify that for last month.
I'm actually going to be doing the drawing video for that this weekend.
Cool. Lovely.
I think.
Actually,
this weekend or next, one of the two.
Well, that's good. So yeah, so that's pretty easy. And is there no minimum or maximum? Is it timed? Is it counted?
It's just to post a picture every 1,000 stitches, and you're just working on one whip.
One whip.
Or you're just posting for one whip.
Yes. You can work on as many whips as you want, but
yeah,
not in that challenge. All right, so that's the easiest. What else has we got?
Okay, we've also got Whip Whammy.
How does that work?
This event is based on the game show Press Your Luck. So if anyone's watched that, they have an idea of how it works. Basically, each day, Laura does things that you got to take photos of or ask questions, and you do those challenges and you earn spins. So you can gain a whole lot of spins, you can gain entries, all this, but you can also lose all your entries.
If you get the whammy.
If you get the whammy.
Now, because it's currently, it's actually about 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the 2nd of January here in Australia, and it's 3:30 p.m. for Casey. I don't know which side you are on my video. Casey is the most advanced person that we talk to. Well,
you make me sound intelligent.
No, she's the most forwardly progressed. So she has a time zone that is well ahead of most others because she's in New Zealand. And
I'm in the future.
Yeah, and I know that me personally, having been, in Australia all my life and travelled around the world, I've always been aware of there being different time zones and different cultures and different, people have different things. So I sometimes get in trouble, but I do point out the fact that there are people in other time zones, and it's lots of fun to talk to people in other time zones, but it is a little bit frustrating when you have to wait 2 days to get things. But we get used to it. Like, we can convert American time zone just like that because we have to do it so often. But you must find it even harder than me, Casey, being a whole few hours ahead of me.
I basically just go, right, it's the second for me, it's the first for America.
Yeah. Just go with that. Because
I don't worry about time. I just go.
It's interesting how many people that I talk to, many are really open and aware of the different time zones. But there's a couple who will quite honestly admit that they just know their own time zone. And, they only think in their Eastern or their Western or the Pacific or their Central. And they can't even do the maths to work out the difference if we post something in Central or whatever.
I have, I know approximately for some locations and countries, so around about 6 hours behind me, around about 18 hours behind me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I get.
Well, I mean, the lovely Sasha's up late at night to do this video today, so we appreciate that, keeping her up. What time is it in your part of the world?
It is 10:30. in the evening.
Yeah, so it's right on bedtime for you. Well, that's good.
Getting
right. Anyway, I don't know why I got onto that. Oh, no, it's the 2nd. I know, remember why. It's the 2nd of January here, and it's already like now the evening of the 1st. So if people haven't started
of June.
Of June.
Yes.
Have people been able to, can they start now, do you think, if they've missed the first day?
Yeah, quite a few of the events you can start. Like you've got like 2 or 3 days leeway, unless they're group events.
Yeah, cool.
Or another one which we'll mention later in the thing, that you have to prep for.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, so what do we got next?
Our next event is Stitchimal Pursuit. So it's another one based on a board game, Trivial Pursuit. You go around the board, and if you land on a heart, then you get a question about the admins and mods.
Oh, okay, about you.
So they're just like random facts.
Like, where does Casey live? In New Zealand.
Well, one of them was my favourite candy.
Okay.
It's just fun little things, and yeah. Also a good way to get to know the people that run Semi-Sane a bit better.
Yeah, well, you've got a very diverse group.
We do. Our next one up is Whip Days, which is the first non-counting event in June.
Yes.
So it's one of those ones where there's 4 different things, and they've got, for June 4th, it's National Old Maids Day.
All right.
So work on your oldest project.
Okay, so let's go through and show some ideas for these ones. So what is your oldest project, Sasha?
My oldest project is my pansy wreath.
Yes. You restarted that recently, didn't you?
Yes, and I'm now more than halfway done. So I think it's not going to be my oldest for too much longer. No,
fair enough. I'm just trying to find my oldest. I mean, our oldest has come up quite a bit lately.
It's been in a few groups.
I think almost every group's had it. Here's my oldest. All right, let me show you, just in case someone's been under a rock and doesn't know that this is my oldest whip, which is my number sampler by All Our Yesteryears. So that's the one I could work on for my oldest. What about you, Casey?
For me, it is Guardian. And I will quite happily work on this because I'm so close to finishing it.
Wow, that's looking great. All right, so that's something you can do for your Old Maid Day.
Yeah. Okay.
What do we got next?
Next up is June 12th, which is National Red Rose Day. And for this one, you work on a whip with flowers.
Well, for me, that could either be my pansy wreath that I just showed, or I could work on Herbularius that has herbs and all sorts of flowers.
Well, I might double dip with a No New Starts. This is a birthday sale because it's my birthday, and Strawberry Fields Forever is one of the pieces that you can work on in honour of my birthday, and it has flowers on it, so I could work on my Strawberry Fields Forever.
Yeah.
For me, I would be working on Pandemic.
Lots of
flowery things in it.
Cool.
Yeah, next up is what I'm actually looking forward to, and I might have to participate in this National Day. It's June 19th, and it's National Martini Day.
Ooh.
So for this one, you work on a whip with an alcoholic drink in it.
And you have to drink it while you're working on it?
Oh, I wish.
All right, what do you got, Sasha?
I don't have anything that has an alcoholic drink per se. The closest thing I have is my Hawaii map that has some pineapples in it, and so I was thinking maybe a pina colada or something like that. That's about as close as I can get.
That's all right, because you don't have to work on all 4 of these days to count, do you, Casey?
Right.
No, you work on whichever ones you want to work on.
Yeah, it's just for fun. All right, for me, I think I only have one with an alcoholic drink, and that's my stitching time. And up in this corner, there's a bottle of wine. So I could work on my stitching time, which is good because that fits in with the zombie run that will be getting stitched for anyway.
I have nothing I'm working on at the moment that has alcoholic drinks in it. If you want to start, there's the Drink Dragon series that I want to do. But I'm not working on anything at the moment.
Okay.
So the last one up is June 27th, which is National Orange Blossom Day. And for this, it's quite simple. Stitch with orange thread. So it could be any whip as long as the thread is orange.
Sasha, got anything orange?
I'm checking. I think, my pansy wreath, the centers of those yellow flowers are all orange. So the edges are yellow, but the centers are truly orange. So I think that would work.
I'm not sure, but my my scarecrow in the sky is definitely orange.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure how close I am to get into the orange. I may have to go through a fair bit of brown first, which would make it too hard because I'm sort of down in this bottom corner. But that's definitely orange. But if I didn't do that one, I could always do my very scary Halloween mini series. And I know that I'm working on this. I think I'm working on the middle one, and there's plenty of orange pumpkin there.
Yeah.
For me, if you're going to be showing the whip for this one, I'm going to be working on Pandemic because I have orange lines in it.
There you go. So you do an orange stripe.
Yeah.
No, orange stripe.
I like those rainbow colours. They're beautiful.
It's so much fun to work on.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, the next one up is our scavenger hunt. So this, Karen or Amanda gets some different things hidden throughout semi-sane. They can be on the main part, they can be in the events, and it's a letter or a number, and it's hidden anywhere, and you go find it. Let her know that you found it and where you found it, and she gives you a stitching goal. At the end of the year, she'll tell you what numbers or letters, symbols all mean, and you have to try and figure out what the clue is.
Oh, wow. Okay. And are you still able to join that even if you haven't done it the previous months?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just one that you can jump in at any point during the year if you find one. If not, that's cool. If you do, flicker through a message. Okay. Next one up is In This House Party. So this is specifically for all the In This House charts.
In this house, we do manners, or
in this house, we do Disney, Harry Potter. There's Doctor Who, like so many of them.
I don't have any of them.
I don't have any either.
This isn't one of mine, but this is like showing an option. This is villains. Which now I'm very, very tempted to get. And it just asks for the whole month of June, and it's another non-counting. So it's a fun way to continue on with them.
Cool.
And the last thing for the month, it does not start until the 14th. And it is bingo prep for next month.
You've missed one.
Have I?
You missed yours.
It's hidden some. This is the issue of being in the future. Hide stuff from me.
Yes.
I've missed 2 of them.
Okay, well, I knew you'd missed yours.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm in the future, stuff tends to get hidden from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one up is 50 and Fabulous. This is because one of my Edmonds Lucy turns 50 in August. So she's going to be doing 50 new starts this year. So she's invited people, everyone in CMI saying, to join her. They can do like anything they want. They could do 50 new starts, work on 50 whips, a mix of them, 50,000 stitches, anything that they want. Just, yeah, join in, have fun.
Sounds good. All right, now your one.
Now my one. I can't believe I forgot it. Music Mania. For this one, you do a list of songs, or you can add the songs as you go, and put the minutes and seconds each song is, and that's how many stitches you do for the song. So if a song is 3 minutes and 17 seconds, you do 317 stitches.
Awesome.
For every 10 songs that you complete the stitches for, you earn 1 entry. And I have my own challenge for the month of this event. I am going to be going through and listening to every single song that is stitched.
Oh, wow. That's great. Well,
it's going to be a month.
That's great.
It's going to be a month.
Right. Well, I know a few people have some nifty ideas. Some people are doing like the year of their birth or the year they graduated. I know I'm doing the musical Chicago, and there's 29 songs in that, and they're all around the 3-minute mark except for the cell block tango, which is 7 minutes and something seconds. So I'll be doing 700 and something stitches on something, but that's okay. What about you, Sasha? Are you doing that one?
I'm just now starting to make my June plans, so it sounds like fun. I'll try to do it. Can you stitch on anything?
You can stitch on anything.
You would have to match the songs.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely join in on that one.
Cool. All right, now you get to your last one, Casey.
Now I get to my last one, which is bingo prep for next month. So this starts on the 14th, and what you need to do is you make your own bingo card, and we have on here blank cards that you can use. And also later on, closer to when the prep event starts, we'll have the master list of where the colours go on the bingo chart. And you need to have your cards made before July. Yes, July.
So what do we put on our bingo card? What?
So here is a template, and all the colours for all the different thread numbers for DMC are split into the different sections. So you go through your whips and you go, right, I have a whole of 310. 310 is it's an eye. So you can put that in the eye column and just go through, do that. You could do it on a couple of whips, on as many whips as you want.
So you select the great colours that you want to stitch with in bingo.
Yeah, select colours that you can stitch on. There is some minimum stitch counts, so you do need to be wary of that. I'll see if I can quickly find them. Okay, so there's a non-counting one. There is a sane version, which is you only need to do 50 stitches of each colour. And the semi-sane version, where you need to do 200 stitches, but only 100 of the stitches has to be in the colour.
Okay. Yep.
And insane.
I was going to say there has to be an insane with you guys.
Of course there has to be. You have to do 300 stitches, but only 150 have to be in the spun colour.
Right, okay. Well, that's not so bad.
And a few times a day next month, the wheel will be spun, which will bring up whatever the bingo number is. And yeah, you just stitch and do your photos, but your prep needs to be done by the end of this month for that.
Cool. Okay, so pay attention to that in the middle of the month if you want to do bingo next month.
Yes.
Cool. Well, that's the
one event that you have to do, that you have to be ready for to start.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can't jump in late on that.
Cool. Well, thank you for that rundown, Casey, of all those multitudes of fun options. And as with everything in Semi Sane, you cannot do them all. You can try, but don't feel bad if you can't manage it.
If you do manage it, I'm going to be checking you into a hospital because there is something wrong.
Yes, I know. It's like you can only pick and choose. And I find I often start the month on them and then drop out as life gets in the way. But yeah, that's the way it works. All right, well, we'll move on to the daily 30. So we had to wait for the daily 30, which is why this is a little bit late coming out. But they are taking us back to one of our all-time favourite shows, Friends. So we'll go through and Sasha, you're going to be up first, just to warn you.
Okay.
Okay, so firstly, 300 stitches for each prompt. And it's got all the detail and everything as usual, but Friends aired for 10 seasons. Stitch on a whip that has at least 10 items in the design.
Okay. Well, I could do Herbularious because I think it's got well over 10 items.
Yes, definitely. Casey?
I will be doing Pandemic because I do not want to count how many items there are on that.
I think I'm going to make life easy for myself and do my Autumn Shabby Sampler by Cuore Batcore, because there's definitely like clearly defined items in that. So that might be my plan, just so you know, for June is to touch the whips that I haven't necessarily worked on this year. So I may cut a couple that I have, but I'm going to try and get the whips that I haven't worked on. All right, secondly, stitch on a whip that has something in the design that can give a kiss.
That can give a kiss?
That can give a kiss.
All right. So I could work on Fantasia because I think Mickey could give a kiss.
Mickey could give a kiss. I mean, people can give a kiss. I think dogs can give a kiss. What do you got, Casey?
I have options for this.
So many options.
So many options. I'm probably going to go with my mini vampire dragon thing, because vampires and dragons can both give kisses, even though you probably wouldn't want them.
I don't really want a vampire kiss on the neck, thanks.
Yeah, but I don't get very many prompts where I can work on that one. So
no, so that's a good one. All right, and this one for me is easy. I've been wanting to work on my South American angel again, and she could give a kiss, and probably so could the bird, but you know, definitely she'd be kissable. All right, stitch on something that reminds you of England or a wedding.
I think I would say Herbularious again, because it would remind me of like Palace Gardens.
Yeah, that would probably be quite feasible.
For me, I would go Guardian, because he is an angel and weddings take places in churches and there are angels in pictures and statues of them in churches.
Yeah, definitely. This one I'll have to share with you. What do you reckon about this, girls? And again, I preface it by saying we have absolutely no authority on these answers. It's just our opinions. What do you think if I was to work on my lighthouse? Because they have lighthouses and lots of coastline in England.
Sure.
I don't know if it's an English or an American lighthouse.
It could be English.
It could be English. I definitely don't have anything to do with weddings. And I don't think I have anything else that I would call particularly English. Oh yeah, I think that's probably my best bet for that one. All right, the next one. Stitch on a whip using purple floss. You may use different shades of purple, but you have to show progress pictures with your 300 stitches in purple. And as usual, that you can add 100 stitches to do alternate stitches for these ones.
Well, there are purple pansies on my pansy wreath.
You're getting to double dip your purples a lot. I mean,
it is going to be finished before I know it.
I have purples in Pandemic, so why not?
Yeah.
These are two different purples.
What do you reckon about that?
That is pretty.
It's
and
variegated purple with teal.
Looks purple to me.
Well, it has purple on the skein, so that's for my big toe Beatitudes. Or actually, I know what I could do. I can definitely do that one because I think I'm going to do the highlights in actual purple. So I guess that will make it a winner. I'll do the highlights. That would be good. Next one is the song Smelly Cat. So Stitch, apparently it was actually more popular than the theme song. Stitch on a whip with a cat. Haven't seen this before this year, not.
Yeah.
The cat.
I don't think I have any cats.
I have cats, but I don't know if I have any cats I haven't worked on. Just having a look to see.
No, that's a dog. That's a chicken.
A chicken. That's close.
That's an animal.
I got one while you guys are looking. All right, my autumn from Jan Lynn has, oh no, yeah, cat down the bottom left on the witches.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that one to work on. That would give me an option for that one. Any cats?
I don't have any cats.
Nope.
No, I would have to do penalty stitches for that one.
I don't know, actually I should check. There probably are penalty. It's monthly, let me read.
I hope there is.
No, sorry.
Oh, I just won't be doing that one.
There is no alternate stitches or builder challenge. So you have to stitch on the actual thing. There you go, lucky I checked. So yeah, no cats for you. Well, you're not going to get any free passes. All right, the next one.
No, start one. Oh, actually.
She's found a cat.
Kinda. I haven't done very much on this, but it's got Scar in it.
Yep.
He's a lion.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you could say he's a big cat. All right, the next one is actually 97 stitches exactly on a piece that has coffee, chairs, or a couch. Coffee, chairs, or a couch.
I don't think I have one for that.
I do, again, but not necessarily in the...
I could try and stretch it because in my mini vampire dragon thing, there is a coffin. And I've seen people use coffins as couches. And she is sitting on it like a couch.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm in luck. My rocks, there is chairs above my finger.
Ooh.
It's a little picnic table and chairs.
I don't know if this one would work or not, but the Halloween tiered tray by Madame Chantilly.
Well,
see, it's got that little coffee cup right there.
Well, you could be growing weeds in your coffee. I mean, who's to say you don't have coffee in that coffee cup?
Yeah.
So, well, I think it'd be your best bet to try, wouldn't it?
That's definitely the closest I have.
All right. Stitch on a whip with a frame or something that could be a peephole, because at the back of the door on Friends, they had that empty yellow frame that framed the peephole, just in case you're wondering why we're peepholing.
Well, I feel like the way this, I think Herbularius has a frame.
That's definitely framed.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, it'd be Pandemic because it does have
it has that border.
A frame thing around the outside.
And I think I'd be taking a similar idea. My Christmas Eve sampler has a frame around each of those pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be taking the frame to me literally a frame as opposed to a picture frame. I have some pieces that would be very good, like my Disney gallery, this one. Where is it? There it is. I mean, this one's perfect for this.
That one wouldn't work for me. I could.
All those picture frames.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not on my list for this month.
Yeah.
What, Casey?
I do have another option. It would have to be a start, but I finally found it.
Yay!
And the pastas are actually in a frame.
Yeah.
Ooh, that gives me an idea. All right. I've got one. No, I don't want to do that. No, it's my zombie run. Don't want to double up dip with this one. Okay. Stitch the piece with something from the opening credits. So the opening credits scene features the friends having fun in the gardens of a large house by and in the fountain, with some fun props including umbrellas, rubber ducks, a sofa, a lamp, and Joey floating in the fountain with a cocktail, all for the song I'll Be There For You. So stitch on a piece with something from the opening credits. They're hard this month.
They're all wearing pants. Well, the guys are all wearing pants in the opening credits. Guardians wearing pants.
I like your creativity. I wonder if they buy that.
About the only way I could make it work.
I think I'd probably stick with the garden theme.
Well, you've got the fountain. That makes it really easy.
Yeah. I think it's more a pond in the middle, but it could be a fountain.
Let's call it a fountain. All right, I'm sharing.
I think it's close enough.
I'm sharing with you guys because I have no idea. And again, remember, it's not just any of my pieces. It's meant to be the ones that are the ones I want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So many pieces. Look, this is probably that's got a pond or a fountain in it. Still could manner, but it's not on my list for this month.
What about Storybook Village? Does that have a fountain anywhere?
Where is it?
Or even one of your garden works.
One of my hold on, what about my Chatelaine? It's got a pond. One of my garden ones. What do you mean by my
because you said at right on the first sentence of the opening is you're playing in a garden of a house.
Oh, a house with a garden. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Go with a house with a garden. All right, I got an option for that. One moment, please. I'll find it for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Little House ABCs. Thank you for that, Casey. Wonderful. There we go. We'll do that. All right. This one's easy. All the episodes except for the pilot start with the one with or the one where. Stitch on a whip of your choice and tell us what you would rename your project if it was a Friends episode. For example, the one with all the frogging. Any ideas?
I think that I might do Hawaii, and it'd be the one where they go on vacation.
Okay, that works. What about you, Casey?
I'd go Pandemic, the one where they didn't have to live through.
I'd go really simply. I'd do my Paddock Lane Designs August, the one with the sheep. That's the first one that came to mind. I've got to get that model stitch done. All right. Watch your favorite episode and stitch on a whip of your choice for 500 stitches. Explain why you like this episode so much and take a photo of your whip in a scene. So is there any particular episode that jumps to your mind or not? Obviously.
Not for me, because I'm not actually a fan of the series.
Okay.
So I'd probably say the final one, because that means it's over.
Fair enough.
It's been a long time since I watched it, so nothing's immediately springing to mind.
Well, the one that's coming to mind to me is, doesn't Rachel have a baby or something?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember there's one in a hospital when she's giving birth and it's all comical and everyone's running in and out. So that's what comes to my mind. So it might be that one. And Lucky Last is, oh, that was Lucky Last. There you go. So if you get them all done, if you get 5 of the 10 done, you get a bonus of 5 tokens and a 200 stitch discount on next month's event. Or if you get all 10, you get 5 free passes. So that's 1 a week for the weekly events in July. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So there's a few other little groups that do monthlies. Mythological was going to close, but now I think someone else is taking it over. So I'm not sure exactly what's happening there, but that's an option that you may get to look into. And the Ultimate Cross Stitch group has 2 events that they are doing, that if you are interested in those, you can join in. There is one, basically they have a really easy one called View from My Window. So anything goes as long as you stitch the month away. You put your progress, starting and finishing photo. Yeah, so that's pretty easy. So you can join in that. Someone wants a really, really easy challenge, just post the start and a finish. They also have the June graduation event, and this one seems like it could be a bit of fun, but a little bit, it's for the whole month and it's a week at a time. So it says, every year we go back to school, receive our report cards and diploma, and this is the admins of the course professors. So the first week is a professor who's doing a baking course. So you just, you put your stitching, and again, it's 1,000 stitches in the week. So you have to do, well, I don't know if you even have to fit it in with the topic, but you have to do 1,000 stitches in the event, and then you win it. So the first one's baking. The second one is going to be visual arts. Then there's history, and then there's maths. So that's what they're doing. So if you're looking for some easy ones to do, then the Ultimate Cross Stitch group. Then there's the full coverage Fanatics, and lots of people who like full coverage live on these events. So I think I'm the only one who really does, although Casey loves full coverage. All right.
I don't like leaving gaps. They annoy me.
You don't like leaving gaps. All right, so they've got the bookshelf challenge again, where you're stitching the number of stitches for the book, for the number of pages. And this one is Memoirs of a Geisha, The Nightingale, and the Colour Purple. So it's like 5,000, 4,000, and 2,000 stitches. Or you can stitch one full coverage piece without counting for the themes of each book. So you've got historical, classic art, vintage fashion styles, Japan or Japanese style, and early 20th century styles. Do you guys have anything that would fit those themes?
Could you repeat them one more time?
Okay. Do you have anything that's historical or classic art?
I have historical.
Yep. Show us what that is.
I've got rotate back. Tutankhamun circle.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Historical, I don't know what it is.
Anything for you, Sasha?
For historical, I think the garden, medieval herb garden.
You couldn't do that because remember this is full coverage.
Oh, full coverage.
It's got to be full coverage. You can pass.
I only have 2 full coverage pieces. So.
Well, I'm wondering, would I be able to fit this one into historical?
Oh, I think
don't
so.
see why not.
Well, you know, you're talking about the knighting and, you know, the Knights of the Round Table. It could be Christopher Columbus's journey or something. Like, I know it's got fantasy fiction as well, but it's also, I think, could possibly be a little bit historical. Or I'm pretty sure I could definitely use this one for historical. Stitch in Time.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned
yeah.
lady stitching. So I think, and again, have absolutely no authority on these answers, I think I could do that for historical. And
I wonder if this one would work. It's got the columns,
yeah,
you know, that look very Greek.
Ancient Greece. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that would give you an inroad for it. The second category, I would definitely be able to use my Stitch in Time, which is vintage fashion and styles.
I think I would say Santa.
He's always in his vintage fashion.
Yeah.
My mini vampire dragon thing. I've never heard of any vampires that are fashionable.
Oh yeah.
A fashionable vampire. Fair enough. I would, as I said, I think I'd do my Stitch in Time for that. Although I could, this would fit for historical too. So I'm actually doing all right on this month. Maybe I should actually bother to do them.
Oh yeah.
There's vintage styles in there as well as history.
Yeah.
So I could work on my artsy castle. That would give me a good excuse for that. The third one is Japan and Japanese styles. Now, I have a piece, but not a full coverage.
Yeah, I don't think either of my full coverage would meet that.
The closest I could get would be my mini vampire dragonling, because a lot of Japanese anime and Lolita fashion, things like that, all tie into a similar style.
Yeah, I think you could potentially try and scrape that through for that reason.
Oh, I'll try. Whether or not they'll accept it.
Ooh. Yeah, are there any Disney characters that are Japanese? There's Mulan.
She's Chinese.
I know that. I'm just
yeah.
I'm just thinking, because I don't think there's any Japanese ones, is there?
I don't think so.
No,
so that's a shame. So I couldn't do that. All right, and then the last one then is early 20th century styles. I just thought of a Japan. Sorry, I'm going back. Silly me. This fits everything usually. Come on, you guys know what it is. My Amazing Animal Kingdom. I'm not sure exactly which bit would be Japanese, but I'm sure there's a Japanese animal in there somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, again, there's Chinese, there's pandas. I'd have to do some research on the animals.
Yeah.
I might be able to pull something from that one.
I bet you can find something.
Yeah. Early 20th century style.
I think I'd be on Santa again.
Yes. What you going for, Casey?
Okay, let's see that one properly. I have no idea.
All right. Well, I'm going to jump in while you're looking. I could do my artsy Christmas house. Very early 20th century with that car.
Oh, for sure.
So that would be, you know, a good chance for me to work on that. Oh, I don't know your pieces well enough to be able to give you any suggestions, Casey.
I don't think any of the ones I'm currently working on would work for it. Because they're all pretty much a lot older.
Yes.
So
Well, and again, I mean, I don't think you have to do everything.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's basically it for the monthly stuff. I mean, as always, there's plenty of things to keep you busy. So good luck, everyone. Oh, except for no new starts, but that comes up. I went through that in the weeklies, and we'll go through that mid-month when it comes up for when it rolls over. But we do have coming up next week, just to give you a heads up, on Wednesday is the Whip Frenzy. So Whip Frenzy is on Wednesday and Scrabble's the following Thursday. Just a heads up for those people who want to stay ahead of the game. Well, thanks for joining us, ladies. And
thank you, Lisa.
Next time, happy stitching, everyone. Bye.